Eekwol, thank you so much for speaking with us. Congratulations on being nominated for a Sask Music Award.
Oh, thank you.
Eekwol, can you tell us about the thought behind creating your now 10th album?
Yeah, holy, that I'm old. No. Yeah, I don't know. It's just like we all have our gifts and our life journeys, and there's something to do with making music. For me, it's just something that I have to do. And being the 10th album, yeah, as you know, I just keep doing it. I never know where it's going to go, so it's a really nice surprise to find that out yesterday.
Yeah, definitely can't stop for sure. Tell us what it was like working with Boogie the Beat and others on that album.
Oh, it was awesome. Boogie is he's like one of my cousins, basically, musical cousins, and we've been working together for many years. So yeah, it's an honor to be able to have that really good relationship with somebody so talented. And then of course my brother, Justin Knight, who we've worked since the beginning. He was there at the very beginning, and we kind of, went our separate ways with family and life and everything, but now we're, back at it, cooking up heat in the studio. So yeah, so that really reflects in this album.
I love it. I also know family is so important to you. I remember you were performing at a youth conference years ago, and you did this beautiful song with your son beside you as you performed. He was a lot smaller at that time. Yeah. Is that same love for family in this album?
Absolutely. It's very much, the whole reason that I create music, and I think it hasn't changed. It's funny because you know how kids are, and teenagers, and now he's 16, so he's not really having it with me, and hey, I'm a mom rapper, I'm cool. He's like, oh my God, you're cringe. But I don't care. I still continue to write that music for these next generations, and for my babies who are growing up, but they'll always be my babies. So yeah, family is very important. It reflects in pretty much every track on the album, and pretty much everything that I write. Definitely.
That's beautiful. I also want to ask you about your thoughts on the current Indigenous music scene. Are you seeing it bigger now than when you first started? And do you have a favorite Indigenous performer right now?
Ooh. That's a dangerous question for me. I don't, that's for sure, because I have quite a few. And one of the things about being in this industry for over 20 years, I've really seen a lot of changes. And as a musical auntie, now I'm really inspired by a lot of these younger generations and what they're putting together. And it's different from what I've done, and from the opportunities and the technology that I had back in the day. So the scene is definitely different. I wouldn't say that it's like bigger. It's still it's just different, in the genres have expanded. Online presence has become more important than being on the stage, in my opinion. And yeah, just different ways of doing and promoting and existing as musicians. But that core, value, like what you just said, Creason, about family and community and belonging, is still there in the lyrics and in the performance. I still see what makes Indigenous music is still very much within all of these upcoming artists and emerging artists. So it's really beautiful, and I wouldn't pick a favorite. There's quite a few out there, and if I start naming them, I'll feel bad after because I missed one.
That's a safe answer. I like that one. Finally, yeah. Eekwol, what is your message to our Indigenous youth who are having a hard time out there?
For that, it's really tricky, but it's all about knowing that you're worthy and you're valuable, and this is your land. This has been your land for thousands of years. Always remember that you were here first, and this is, anyone who's treating you bad or being racist or whatever, just remember this is your land first, and the rest will follow. And learn about your history, and support Indigenous artists and people that are doing things, making music. Support, stream those Indigenous playlists that are all over. You can find them. It feels really good to hear your own people singing about the stuff that you can relate to. I definitely have a lot of Indigenous music on my playlist.
Wise words there, Eekwol. We'll have to leave it there. Thank you so much for your time.
Okay. All right. Hi, Nanaskaman.